People often ask me how I get clients or how they come to me. I really feel that each meeting that I have with a person who's seeking information is divinely guided. Even though I work in a wonderful place with so many readers, each one of us here, the right person gravitates to us and we facilitate for them. I have many years of experience, so I can sometimes even sense the person before they're coming and some of what their needs might be. The most important job for a person when they're facilitating is to always, always honor the client first, understand them emotionally. So that can take a little bit of a connection. I have skills with astrology, crystals, stones, so many of these wonderful metaphysical gifts, and they speak to me oftentimes before I meet the person, as I said before. When the person does come, I have them sit directly across from me in a direction that I prefer. Over the years, I found sitting in a certain direction can help you. And in the old native ways, the teacher would sit in one direction and the student in another, and I'm sure in many other cultures. So I found my comfort zone with that, and I try to get in those positions. There are polarities going between the person. Opening up psychically, sometimes taking their hand if they're open to that, being gentle. Sometimes you can get a connection through touch before you even do the reading. I don't look to see if they have wedding rings on. I don't look at their jewelry to see if they're wealthy. I don't look at anything to see who they are because that's a judgment. And oftentimes, if you're going by that sort of a way to tune in, it's going to fool you every time. So what I do is look deeply into their eyes, try and hook up with a very resonant energy with that person, and then I will have them shuffle the cards. The deck I'm currently using is a deck that I've had for over 20 years. I lay out 2 or 3 different decks and see what deck the person will choose. That's just my little secret. Because by the cards they choose, I kind of know what sort of reading they want. This is the more spiritual deck for me. I've had it for many years. It was out of print and it's back in print. So I have the person shuffle. I'm shuffling here, of course. And then I have them cut into 3 piles. So I do past, present, and future. That's my system. I put the top card and the bottom card together and fan them out so that we can see it. And these images help me to understand. Now, they're pretty worn, but I've been using them for so many years, I get the pictures. So this would be a reading, and there is someone present in the room, and I think that the reading's for them. This is a person I can tell just from these 6 cards that are laid out that there is a possibility of relationship problems in the past. They've been waiting to be in a relationship that's whole for them. They would also be trying to start a new creative endeavor, but they have felt held captive. The Hermit card is here, which goes along with the not having the relationship part. And then the Trickster card. So they have to be very careful in their life. This card oftentimes represents sexual energy, and so maybe sometimes that person is looking in a direction that has to do more with the sexual energy than the emotional or the partnership energy. So I would advise that person to definitely open up their heart to bring in the right partner. After I establish those 6 cards, the person has already shown me if they're receptive to that or not, and most cases they are. And so then I go further in the direction that I feel that they want to have more information on. There's been a mockery in the past for this person. The mockery card comes up, which tells me their heart has been wounded and they don't feel secure with themselves. So I would start right away to ask the person if they had had some issues in the past, if they had been robbed of adequate feeling for themselves, and if they identify that, we know that that's the core emotionally that they have to work with. Don't forget, identifying the core of the situation is much more important than the situation. Once we can go back, early childhood things, so many things, once we can go back into those realms, we can identify the problem. Don't forget, we do make our own destiny to a degree. The cards can tell us so much, but we can also change that destiny by changing that road we're going down. That's the wonderful thing about life. So we have the Lover's card being the final outcome and ending the old way of being through the shaman, medicine, and through getting in touch with that ruination that's been in the heart of hearts from the past. So we've identified that in the past, probably childhood, this person has developed a feeling of unworthiness. To become a partner, it would look to me like this person, the best thing they can do is start working on their own heart, as we said before, change the old pattern of behavior, and I do see the ultimate result from this reading would be a major transformation, also a changing of destiny, and quite possibly the love of their life coming in.